Hey guys, it's Weds. Today I'm going to show you what I believe every single player should do as soon as you log into the game. It doesn't matter if you're gonna play solo or if you're gonna be in a team, but especially if you're gonna be solo. So what I'm talking about, so let's go into the game. Let's go to the options real quick, and then we're gonna quit to the title. So when you start the game, the first time you start the game, you're going to have the option to create a world, and you can just create a world. But if you already started and you want to go back to it, and then just go back to whatever world you were in, and then just go down there. Instead of starting the game, you're going to go to where it says change world settings. And when you come here, you can see all these options right here. So this is where you can do multiplayer, or you can leave multiplayer off. That way you're gonna play solo, so you're gonna be in your own world, basically your own server pretty much. And then you're gonna go to the difficulty settings. So when you start the game, it should be at normal, but what you need to do, you need to go down to custom settings. So when you go to custom settings, you can see right here all these options that you can change, and some of them are very important, especially if you want to make the game as easy or as enjoyable as you want. If you play normal difficulty, so one of the main things that I hate about not changing this thing is, I'm going to show you right here what I'm talking about. So if you go right here where it says death penalty, now you have these options right here. When you die, you drop all items except for equipment, or you drop all items. So what that means, what's gonna happen to you when you die, you're gonna drop your equipment somewhere. So if you're on the other side of the map, then you have to either fast travel, or you have to walk and then go find your equipment. This, in my opinion, I hate, and I think a lot of people do too. So that's the reason why this is the first thing that I would say. If you don't like that option where you have to go back and pick up your equipment when you die, then just keep it at no drops. That way, whenever you die, you don't leave any equipment behind, you don't leave your gear behind, you don't leave anything behind, and you can just go back to the game and continue doing what you were doing. So let's go back to the very beginning to start from the beginning. For the daytime settings, I would select this if you want the day to be longer, if you want the day to be shorter. So I got mine on 0.5, but you can just mess around with them, see which number that you want to keep it at. When I keep it like this, it is all right. But you know, the max is going to be all the way to, let me show you, 5. So that's gonna make the day so long, then you might get boring. So you probably never see the night. I'm just joking, but I keep mine at 0.5 and it's working fine. And then for the nighttime speed, this makes the night go a lot faster. That way, if you don't like the nighttime gameplay, then you can change this to what you want. So I keep mine 2.1. So whenever I want to reset the day, I just go and sleep in my bed, and then it resets the time for me, and then the night goes really fast. So you can decide whether you want to do this or not. And then for the XP rate, that's how fast you're gonna get experience. Normally, it should be around 1, I think it was. I don't believe it was anything higher than 1, but I could be wrong because I don't remember. I just reset it. So I keep mine at 10 because I'm trying to get as fast as possible, get the experience as fast as possible. So I keep mine at 10, but you can go lower, you can go higher. So if you go higher, it's probably going to be too easy. That way, you know, the game is going to be too easy, in my opinion, if you just go all the way to 20. So the max is 20. Now for the PAL capture rate, I keep mine as 1.1. I think you can go lower or higher, however difficult you want it to be. But if you max it out, then it's going to be too easy. Now, I don't want to go to all of them. I'm sure you can see what they do, but the ones that are important is the one that I wanted to talk about. So let's go down this one right here, the PAL hunger depletion rate. Now, you want to keep this whatever you want, but I keep mine at 0.1. The reason why is because those pals, they eat a lot, and then you have to feed them all the time, and you end up having to manage their food, and that takes a lot of time away from you playing the game. So I keep mine as low as possible. That way they don't get hungry very fast, and then I have to go feed them. So The one I got it right now, it's very good. I don't have to worry too much about them. I just make sure that their food basket is plentiful for them and they can just go and eat whenever they want to. But otherwise, before that, man, I had to go all the time trying to feed them, feed myself and feed them. It's a pain in the butt. And so that's the reason why I keep mine at this low rate. And next is going to be the same thing for you, the player hunger depletion rate. I got mine at 0.5, but you can get it higher or lower, however, but 0.5 works for me because, the idea that you have to go and keep killing chicken all the time to eat them, yeah, it takes too much time. So I keep mine at 0.5, but you can go higher or lower, whatever you want to do. Now you can see everything else. You can just mess around with all the options and see which one is going to work the best for you. For me personally, beside those changes that I showed you, I just keep everything at the default setting. So other than that, that's all we got. Hopefully you find this helpful. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.